Hey Cancer Collective, welcome to your quick read of your main toxic trait and how you can utilize this for your highest good. Interested in a personal read? My email is located in my TikTok and YouTube bio. And if you're watching me on TikTok, then DM me. Feel free, okay? Now, remember to take these messages as they resonate specifically for you and your life. And in order for you to get the clarity and enlightenment you truly need from my reads, you have to be willing to be open, honest, and authentic with yourself, okay? All right, so for your main toxic trait, you have trauma. Your scars are proof of resilience and survival. Pain, wound, shock. You also have neglect. Tend to your inner garden and it will flourish. Disregard, overlook, forgetfulness. All right, Cancer, listen. You battle with pain, unhealed pain and trauma wounds, okay? Whether from previous past lives, if you believe in that, or this life. And all of the above, okay? And some of you, or all of you, put it where it fits, could have been neglected or could have felt neglected and or abandoned in your youthful years, and you can even feel that way now, okay? Because this is unhealed trauma and wounds that you still think about a lot, okay? Or they still affect your daily living to this day. Um, some of you could have felt like, a raggedy old toy that was left by the garbage for pickup. That's just me using an analogy. But whatever the thing is, the upside to this is whoever I'm speaking with is still confident or they show confidence. Although these pains are underneath the surface, these wounds and this trauma is underneath the surface, you still come off as self assured and confident and determined in who you are as a person. Okay. So you exude this aura or this confidence and energy about you as if there's nothing to this day that affects you, but deeper than the surface, you truly are affected and think about these things a lot, or it does affect you, okay? The downside to this is it causes you to ignore certain things within your own intuition. It causes you to black out a certain part of yourself that really would do you much good and more better than harm if you was to actually align these two selves, okay? If you were to tap into these insecurities or this trauma, to actually work with the root of it and get to the root issue of it so you could actually heal from it, understand why it possibly happened, you would come more into your true sense of self, your authentic self. You wouldn't just be putting on a facade. Not to say you're faking, but there are times where you could not be feeling the best and you utilize this confidence to make it look like everything is everything. You may even just put on a smile that says, I'm happy, but beyond that smile is pain. You're still hurting. Um, so, for whatever reason, you may not want to acknowledge it. I understand your perspective of why. I understand that our pains, our traumas that we come from or we have endured is not easy to face. And a lot of us choose not to want to go back there or relive that trauma. I get it. I do. Trust me. However, I also understand that at the end of the tunnel, at the end of the rainbow, it be worth the journey, it be worth the discoveries, it be worth the walk, it be worth that. It does. Because after you come out of that darkness, you come into this whole new sense of liberation and being your authentic self even more than before, because now it's like where I was once walking with a smile plastered on my face that was hiding a lot of the pain and darkness that I was enduring and suffering through by myself. I'm free from that. So now not only do I get to wear this beautiful smile, but it's for real. I really mean this smile. I really mean this. I really look like how I feel. It's just a huge difference. Take it from a person who has faced and still faces a lot of my own internal battles and struggles. But I know that nobody's coming to save me. I understand that this is something I have to get to the root issue on. I have to heal this so I can be liberated and free from it. Trust me, okay? But the moment you step into those fears and start unlocking the root causes and understanding why it had to happen or why it did happen, how it affected you, coming to grips and terms with who you are now, accepting things for what it was and letting them be, not only do you become more free and liberated, but your intuition opens up. You're no longer confused by certain things and you will trust yourself more, okay? As far as how you can utilize this trait for your highest good, you have unleashed your creativity at home. Cancer, somebody here, it would be best for you if you want to utilize this to your highest good to focus on creating the environment that you wish you would have had growing up. Focus on creating and giving yourself the life that you wish you were given growing up. Okay? Whether you live by yourself or with someone else, Cancer, the biggest thing you should do if you want to take this and utilize it for good is not do the same things that you experienced when you were growing up. Not be that same person, not treat people that same way that they may have treated you in a negative way, for the ones that you love in your life. Uh, Decorate your home, decorate your environment, whether you live by yourself or with someone else. Take your creativity and put it in a part of that home. Create you a space that is sacred and safe for you. Whether it's your whole house if you live by yourself, or a part of the house, your room maybe if you live with someone else. Create a space for you. Okay, focus on creating an environment for you. Something that makes you feel cozy, welcomed, at peace. Something that you would have loved to experience as a child. You would have loved your home to look like this when you were younger, or whatever the case may be. Do what feels good to your spirit. Focus on getting rest. Focus on actually taking the time to think, self reflect on certain experiences you've been through, how it affected you, how you can be better and do better moving forward, how you can forgive not only other people but yourself moving forward, and let it be that. Also, pray. Okay, I don't know who needed to hear that, but prayer works. It really does. As cliche as it may sound, like prayer works. I do it all the time. Prayer does not just consist of two hands together, eyes closed on your knees. Prayer literally is you speaking to God, the universe, whoever you believe in, and letting them hear how you feel, even if you're crying while you're doing it. It works. You are being heard and listened to. I tell people every day there is life going on there is life going on around us beyond what the two eyes can see. You have to allow yourself to tap in and tune into the vibrations, the energies, and the frequencies so you can see. Okay? But you got to be willing to open yourself up to that. Even if you feel crazy, you're going to feel crazy while going through it starting off, but that don't make it any less real. Okay? Take your time with your healing process. Take your time with whatever trauma and conflicts you are dealing with in your life or within yourself. Whatever internal battles you are going through, take your time through it. Everybody's healing process and coping mechanisms are different. Healing is not a one day thing, it is a journey, it is a lifestyle. You have to constantly choose to do this, okay? Take your time. You will get to the finish line and you will get there how you're meant to get there. This is not a race, it's a marathon. Take your time, Cancer. You do not have to trick yourself into believing you're happy. You literally just start doing things, even one day at a time, that feels good to your spirit and watch you truly be happy. Fuck what anybody else thinks. Interested in a personal read, you know where to find me. I mentioned it at the beginning of this video. And until next time, Cancer, I love you and I'm wishing you love, life, blessings, and peace.